It can often be difficult to focus on yourself when you have young kids, but when it comes to your health, this is especially important. Well, the Rawcliffe surgery in York has been on hand today with a local group looking after women's children as they come in for vital cervical cancer testing. It's a very common cancer and is often preventable, and Vicky Middleton, the GP at the surgery, spoke more about why events such as these are so important.
So it's National Cervical Screening Week, so we wanted to promote women's health and cervical screening in particular. Nationally, cervical screening is on the decline. We're very good in York and our rates are better than the national average. However, we really wanted to promote cervical screening within York and encourage women to come and have their smear. One of the obstacles for women coming to have their smear is perhaps they've got small children and they worry that they can't come to the appointment, they don't know what to do with their child. So we thought if we had some childcare available whilst the women attended, it would encourage them to come and actually have their smear.
Vanessa and Sue from the Little Green Rascals were on hand for exactly these issues as they explain the role they play in making the process easier for women with kids and why it's important.
So we're just here just to take away some of the myths about cervical screening and also to support parents, take away any excuses as to why they perhaps can't come for a cervical screening. Well, I think if you've got a young baby or perhaps an inquisitive toddler, if you're laid on the bench as a mum, you might be quite worried, you might be nervous, a bit tense. And actually, if you wake up in the morning and you've had a really bad night's sleep and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I've got my child with me today, it might be a reason to cancel. And actually what we're trying to do is take away any reason to cancel to make sure as many women get screened as possible. We'll be reading stories, playing games, hide and seek, just letting them explore around. And just entertaining them really, maybe taking them for a little magical tour of our little special corridor and yeah, just making sure that they're happy and relaxed. Lots of smiles, trying to keep it really relaxed because obviously if the baby's crying whilst mum goes in, mum might be nervous as well, so just trying to take all of that away.
They then explain their links with Vicky that has led them here today, as Vicky explained the necessity of days such as these.
Vicky is one of our mummies from one of our nurseries, but actually we have been touched by the loss of one of our colleagues with ovarian cancer. So for us, this is really close to our hearts. And we're happy to do it in partnership with them. And we're hoping that this is the first of many. We really want to support it and we're happy to give our time, absolutely no problem with it.
Well, we're hoping to raise awareness about the importance of cervical screening in particular, and then encourage women who haven't felt they've been able to come because of their children to encourage them to come and have their smear. Well, it's the leading cause of cancer in women under the age of 35 and it can be prevented. So by coming and having your smear, we can detect any cells early that may turn into cancer in the future. And then these can either be monitored or they can be treated early and prevent cervical cancer developing.
The importance of days like today cannot be understated as women come in and get themselves tested for something that is increasingly common, and the opportunity to know that your kids are being looked after and having fun while they do their screenings is set to put them at ease, and the Little Rascals group certainly seem happy to be on site as both try and raise awareness of the testing available for cervical cancer. Rory Wards, That's TV.